today we're going to go over body parts of a soda bottle. I get talking to a lot of new collectors, and I start talking about their body parts, and they get all confused. Deer in the headlights look. And these terms are kind of universal, but we do remember that body parts on a bottle, the parts of the bottle is kind of like the body parts of a human. They're the same area, but each of them kind of vary. Like some people go to the doctor and they got 6-pack abs. Some people go to the doctor and they got a keg ab, and I'm more on the keg ab side myself. And but when you go to there, they ask you, well, does your stomach hurt? Does your abs hurt? Does your shoulder hurt? Your head hurt? And it's all the same, even though they look a little different. You know, some people have big old, melon heads. Some people have long heads. It's all a head though. So we're going to do this. We're going to go this and hope that it will help you guys identify the parts of the bottle and understand when collectors are talking, you understand what parts of the bottles they're talking about. We're going to use the Orange Crush here because it has the best defined bottles that I have here on the shelf. So, first thing we're going to do is at the opening of the bottle, right there, is called the mouth or the bore, based on who you talk to. That the opening where the drink comes out is the mouth or the bore. Okay. Now the second one is the glass ring. You see this glass ring? It goes all the way down, kind of makes a little dip here. That is called the lip. So they all have them. So you can see the little dip in. And the lip is where the cap goes on. A thread cap would have threads on it instead of a crown, but we'll cover that in a different video. The lip, you'll hear people say, well, it has lip damage. And see, I don't have one up here that's got lip damage, but it has lip damage. So if it has damage somewhere on this section. Now the next one we have is called the finish, and that's that big hump right here under the lip, the finish. And all of these have them. See the finish? That's the finish. Also, so that's nothing. That's called the finish. And I don't hear a lot of people say they have damage on the finish. The next section we're going to cover is the neck. And the neck is where it goes from the finish to this the bottle down here. And so you can really tell it here. So this one's actually got a line how this bottle is designed. And this is called a neck. And they vary. I mean, like this one here, the Sambo. See how wide it's here but narrow up here? So it can vary from bottle to bottle. And some of them have a textured neck, like that one. See the texture on the neck? So it varies, but it's still the neck. And you'll hear people say, well, it's broke at the neck, or it had, so when you know that the neck of the bottle is broke off. The second, then we're going to go down to the shoulder. Humans have shoulders, and so do bottles. Now, this one's real easy to tell. You see where the bottle is straight, and then it kind of starts curling in to the neck. That is a shoulder, where the bottle curves in to the neck. So this one's easy to see. That Buffalo Rock is a real easy shoulder to see. Oh, man, look at the Sambo. The Sambo's, oh, man, you could just, that one's easy. That's probably the best shoulder to find that we have on display right now. But then you get into some like the Frosty. That one's a little tough. But you see where the bottle is straight and it starts curling down to the neck? That is the shoulder. And this whistle's the same way. See, it's kind of tough. But I would say that once the bottle starts coming in and over, right here, this would be the shoulder because it goes up and then into the neck. And this right here would have this would be a shoulder logo. See how it's on the shoulder or near the shoulder? So that's what I would call, that's what I would be. I'd be a shoulder. And people may call this one a shoulder logo because it's real close to the shoulder. It's the upper part of the bottle. So shoulder logos is where it's either on the shoulder or really near it. Now the next one is the body. Once again, each body looks a little different. This one's got ribs, so it's kind of like a bottle with a 6-pack, while this one right here is real big and fluffy. That's a dad bottle right there, dad bottle. But So this right here, and that's where most of the time the logos are going to be, because it's big, it's flat, and you can do a lot with it. Or in the older bottles, they would have put a paper label, most likely here, or embossing, which we covered all that in a different video. So this section goes from the shoulder to about a thumb's length of the bottle. And this one here, you can see where that one's actually got a little real thick ring. And so the bottle goes from the top of that little ring all the way up to the shoulder. That's the body. And then the next section we're going to cover is the heel. The heel is I always say about a thumb's distance, big thumb. So, you know, I got those big fat thumbs. So someone who has got a little thumb on a regular soda bottle, you may have to do a little different. Like this one here would be, the heel would be under the frosty label to the bottom. So, I mean, that's nowhere close to a thumb. I guess it's a Barbie thumb. And that's a heel. So logos would be also here sometimes, and that would be a heel logo. If it was on the body, the flat part, or near the flat part, center of the bottle, that would be a mid or body logo. And if it was closer to the heel, I mean the shoulder up here, it would be a shoulder, or it would be a shoulder logo if it was on the shoulder or near the shoulder. Which I could cover that in another video. Coke did all three. They had a heel logo, a mid or body logo, and a shoulder logo. And I could show you all three on a video at a later time. So you got heel. So heel, body, shoulder, neck, finish, and lip. And that will tell you different parts of the body, the bottle body, in hopes if you're looking for damage. Now, the next couple things is kind of iffy, because some people call this section, this little ring right here that touches near the bottom of near the bottom where you put sitting on a shelf or something. Some people just call this section the heel, and I don't. If that little section right here, I do call that the heel as well. But I will say it has heel damage. That means if it's got damage from the thumb up, so like that ring, this one right here has some. See how it's got some damage right there at the end? That's heel damage. And that one's got heel font. See the little font that says Birmingham, Alabama? That's heel font, or heel logo. So if you ask somebody and they'll say, what's on the heel? That's down here. And the other one is the base, or the bottom. And that's real simple. That's the base or the bottom of a bottle. And they, like Coke put towns on the bottom. Buffalo Rock did. Of course, that one don't have it. Orange Crush did. I know they had towns on the bottom as well. And a lot of times that's where you get a lot of your glass information as well, especially on the newer modern bottles. And like I can see that one's got Douglas on there, and I can see the Owens, Illinois Glass Company on it. And I can tell right here that it's got a 52, which we can cover this at a different date. So this was done in 1952 by the Douglas Gas Company when it was owned by Owens, Illinois Glass. So, but all that is, in a different video. So the base is, people ask you what's on the base. So, each of them, so that one's got, that one's got a town on the bottom. That one's got one from Virginia, got a town on the bottom. And so if someone asks you what's on the bottom, sometimes they need to know everything, the town, the little bitty letters and logos that are on there. So if you're looking at a bottle and you want to know it, or you hear somebody talking about the damage on it, or where something is located on the bottle, just remember lip, finish, neck, shoulder, body, heel, and base. I hope this helps you out on bottle anatomy, I guess is what you would call it. If you got any questions, let me know, and I hope to see you guys at an upcoming event. thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe and like the videos, and we'll keep the bottle information going, and good luck. Thanks.